All right, shifting focus now to the commodity markets. Manisha is now joining in and putting the spotlight on the precious metals.
Well, I am, because I can't get enough of that. The kind of run-up that we've seen in all of these precious metals in 2025, it clearly can be called the year of precious metals. Not only have they outperformed various other asset classes, including equities and bonds and real estate in some matter as well, but it also has been the best year in many, many years for many of these. So take a look at the gold prices. We're up by 65% in this year. Outperformance coming in from silver at 130%. So that clearly has outperformed not just the precious metals, but overall all commodities as well. Take a look at platinum, 120% of gains onto that one as well. It's a pity that you can't really invest in platinum as an underlying commodity in the Indian markets there. Same goes for palladium, 93% of gains coming in for this one. So this is where the sparkle clearly is. So when you look at this year, you have record highs coming in from gold and silver. It's an 18-year highs in where we are trading when it comes to platinum, and it's a 34-month highs for palladium as well. So we seem to be making record of sorts when it comes to all of these precious metals there. And I want to break it down for each one of them now. So when you look at the gold prices, well, it is headed for the best annual gain since 1979. But this year is different because there's just so much that has been happening in 2025 that from the starting or the beginning of this year, you saw a lot of interest coming in. The central banks have been buyers for last 3 years, and 2025 continues to be a fourth year where you could be looking at 800 to 1,000 tons of buying coming in from central banks. And then there has been support from geopolitics, tariffs, growing global debt. All of that has led to safe haven buying come in for gold, including the US rate cuts as well, with an expectation that that cycle perhaps would continue in the next year. Currency debasement has been yet another factor. The markets are talking about QE yet again. So the gold support perhaps would just continue to be. The markets also have seen silver headed for a best annual gain since 1979. So everything that gold has had, silver also has had in sense of supportive fundamentals. In addition to that, you have supply deficit to continue in the sixth year in 2026. It also is about very strong industrial demand and a record investment demand that we saw in this year for silver. India perhaps could end up importing 7,000 tons of silver this year, majorly purely on back of strong investment demand there. Take a look at platinum and this is where investors move to as in sense of alternate assets. In the international markets, platinum buying has been very on the stronger side. There also have been supply concerns that we have seen come in from South Africa, and 2025, by the way, is a third year of deficit when it comes to platinum. There also is a report from World Platinum Investment Council which says that for the year 2025, we are looking at a supply deficit of 69,000 ounces. They do believe that you could be looking at a marginal surplus in the next year, but with the way the geopolitics, etc. are, you could be looking at further support for this too. Palladium is the last on my list, and we've seen stronger gains onto that one too. There is potential disruptions that we've seen from Russia and South Africa absolutely supporting markets there. So apart from investment demand, it also is about automotive industry demand that has supported palladium, industrial applications, global economic conditions, all of that has been quite supportive. And before we call curtains for 2025, it still is about Bank of Japan, Bank of England and ECB monetary policy meetings, all of that in this week. That would tell you on where we actually end this year for all of these precious metals.
Thank you very much for that.